Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 6 of Olympus, kicking off the second half of the show. If, for some reason, this is your first episode of Olympus, my name is Bastion. I'm joined by 3 incredible people, Tower, Danny, and Sera, playing their characters, Diana, Eddie, and Becky, playing their characters, Phoebe, Tankleys, and Becky. Also, if this is the first episode of Olympus you're watching, go back. You missed the first half of the show. It does just keep getting better. I promise. I've looked into the future of my crystal ball. We got some incredibly juicy stuff lined up, but the payoff's not going to be there if you're starting now. You gotta start over there. Okay? So pop down to the playlist. While you're doing that, check out the Discord in our description. Pop into there. Join us. Become part of the community. It's a wonderful time.
Love it.
Our show opens up pitch black. A void. A small voice pipes up. Hi, my name's Astra. And when my friends aren't here, things are a little bit different. It's lonely here without them, but it makes the moments with them that much brighter. While I'm sitting here waiting, I sometimes remember things. Things back from before I was me. Things I don't know if I'm supposed to remember or not. Things like Letheon. And, you know, the others. But I try to forget that when my friends are here. And we can all hang out and have a good time and explore Olympus. I think that's them logging in right now. Let's go see what they're up to. As our characters find themselves on the outskirts of Athens, a jungle region at the connection point of several rivers. It's used to be a pretty big trading hub in the area, still a big trading hub, but not as popular as some of the other newer regions, some of the things higher up the mountain. Our PCs got here following a clue from Akazo. Something about the smell of burning feathers has brought them here to Athens. And true to form, it smells a bit smoky here. It's hard to directionally follow it with your nose. It's more of an ambient smell. Like when you walk into a friend's house and it smells like that friend. It's not any one thing in the house necessarily that has that smell. It's everywhere. It's in the walls, the floors. It's just seeping. And that's what it feels like with the smell of smokiness, of burning. Like it's everywhere. It's in the trees, it's in the grass, it's in the buildings. There's a small contingent of the Fist of Hephaestus here in Athens. It's pretty far from Crete, so they don't see too many refugees. But there's a small group of them. You see their banner is up outside of what appears like it was a derelict building until the Fist of Hephaestus came in and sort of took it over. The NPCs in this area walk with a certain caution. They have a curiosity about the 4 of you, but none of them really approach you. They seem very like, go do the thing they need to do as quickly as possible in their attitude and approach. As we make our way to this village, where do y'all want to go first?
That's a good question.
On the in-game map, are there any buildings that explicitly pop up with like their own tags or anything, marking them as like significant?
Yeah. The main significant place is the marketplace here. During the day, it serves several market stalls with NPCs and things like that. And during the evening, it turns into a sort of flea market where different craftsmen that can't hack it in Crete will sell their goods there and take over NPC stalls and things like that. So you can get sort of that like second tier gear for a decent price from here.
It sounds like that might be interesting to go to at night. Right now, this is daytime in game. Is that correct?
Yeah, but it's going to cut over tonight pretty soon.
Oh.
Well, it sounds like a place where we could get information, and information is what we're looking for.
Especially if Eidolon already has their grubby little paws over everything, I'm sure they're not exactly... Judging by Razor, they're probably not all tight-lipped.
maybe. I mean, you can't really keep a secret between that many people, right? So that's a good news.
More importantly, that many gamers.
Right? Yeah. I mean, fair, right? Everybody likes to talk about the game.
As Phoebe says that, you see in your chat, just after the announcement of the second Hydra head being slain, the Eidolon Ascendant chat has been blowing up with everyone like congratulating themselves, patting themselves on the back, talking about like how epic the fight was and how they can't believe that they managed to get it on the first try, but of course they did because they're Eidolon's Ascendants, and if anyone else had attempted it, no one else would have been able to do it, and can't wait for the VODs to go live.
I can't. Well, they're really... If you needed any confirmation it was Eidolon, I'm sure there's streams from a dozen different perspectives with VODs coming out as we speak. We'll get all the POVs we need of whatever was going on with the second head.
You know, I wonder if they risked permadeath against the second head, or if it was not something that happened in their fight.
Was there any mention of that in the chat? If I scroll back through to like when the fight seemingly was happening, judging by when the Hydra head marker went out.
Yeah, scrolling up the chat, there's no mention of any sort of permadeath mechanic.
Doesn't seem like this one was as brutal, let's say, as Letheon.
You know why? Because we weren't there. And that's not like me being like, you know, I think it's because of Astra, or maybe because of because of the Torchbearer.
Oh, am I making things harder for you?
No. Hey. You're the best, all right? What I'm saying is you make things cooler for us. And it wasn't as cool because you weren't there.
She kind of fiddles with her scarf subconsciously. It's okay.
No, for real. Like, that's really what I mean. I hope I get that across. Like, I'm really excited about the fact that was so much more interesting because you were there and because Bex over here has the torch, right? I don't think it's just one of those things. Huh?
As you're talking to Astra, Becky, and Tankles, you both see Diana's avatar freeze.
Oh.
And Diana, you suddenly get an overlay from your VR headset. It says, incoming call.
Oh, god damn it.
Game sonar.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna need to get offline for a sec. Just give me work calling. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Good luck.
And I think she probably just how does it appear when characters despawn?
The character goes sort of fading in and out with visibility, and there's a timer over their head. That despawn timer.
Cool. Yeah, I'll quickly take off the headset, get the rig off, and rip to my phone.
Yeah. You quickly you have it integrated with your VR headset, so it's actually pretty easy to swipe over like you're swiping to another app or another window and the headset.
Here, let me re-record that in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just quickly pops out of the game and then slides to the workplace meeting app and quickly make sure that she doesn't have any weird avatar AR bullshit on as now she's just anxious about it, thanks to Becky. And accepts the call.
Yeah, you are plopped into the, like the first demos of Metaverse with like the worst, most awkward office avatars with the weird, like,
I can
Disney's
visualize
Haunted
the
Mansion
office
face.
space. Yeah, I can like visualize it vividly.
Yeah, everything's like weirdly rounded, and like corporate and whatnot. But you see your boss's avatar is sat down, and there are a few other people in the call, and he looks up and he sort of shakes his head and Diana. You're our Olympus. What now?
I'm leading the whole Olympus deal. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
right. You're our Olympus team leader. And that means that when important things happen in the game, I should hear about it from you. Better yet, I should hear about it from an article that you write that gets tons of views on our incredible website that is oddly lacking in Olympus content despite some of the biggest drops in the game happening right now. Our competitors are eating this up. Look at this. And he pulls up a stream that you recognize as Razorbow's stream, and it's got like 100,000 viewers on it as Eidolon Ascendant is essentially like throwing a party over the corpse of Talos, the Bronze Guardian, but it looks different. You see rended metal on Talos's body as though something had burst out of it. And Razorbow is just like, yeah, what's up, homies? Yeah, come on into the stream. That's right. Oh my God, thank you for the sub. You're a legend. You're a legend. Welcome to the Razor crew. Yeah, that's right. We did it. We did it. A world first and maybe even a world last. Who knows with these Hydra heads? Hold on. I got a message here from and chunk.
I know. The optics aren't good, and I haven't been communicating enough, but I have a story actively in the works, and it's about First Head, the one that nobody has any info out on. It's all just speculation and rumor. I need just a day or two more, and I can get it out. I don't even need to go to the proofreader. I can figure it out. I can get it done. I just there's one more interview that I need, and then I can give you the scoop that you want. I can give you the scoop that people are actually asking for, which is information about the thing that they don't get. The first Hydra head, whatever it's called, has all of jack shit about it actually reported anywhere,
whatever it's called,
professional.
Letheon. Eidolon's Ascendant has also posted about that in the forums.
Yeah, but they posted about it secondhand. They weren't there during the fight. I have eyes on the fight, and I have the eyes for people from Eidolon for telling us their information, their inside information, not the stuff that they're
what this
publicizing.
user Cyclonic says. In fact, Cyclonic, who I messaged privately to get a good inside scoop because you're not doing your job, mentioned that you were part of the party that defeated Letheon. Why am I hearing this from a third party? It's been a week since that fight. Why is there no article? What is going on, Diana?
I think she kind of leans back in her VR chair. Probably the bottom half of the torso is just not there, judging by the kind of avatars we're working with. And she takes a deep breath and says, Hydra Head's not the scoop I'm getting you. And it's taking longer. And I just need more time. hide your head is a symptom. It's not what's actually going on. I don't know what this cyclonic kid is talking about, but
Look, Diana, you're a damn good journalist, and you've put up some of the best articles on this site. But lately your articles haven't been performing well. You know that. I know that. I thought this Olympus thing would give you some fresh perspective, but if I don't have something by the end of the week, I'm putting you on unpaid leave. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some leads to follow up on the Olympus case. Boom.
as do I.
Meeting room closed.
Fuck, didn't even get it in. I think she takes a second in like the blank grayish black VR space. The chair's gone. It's just like her avatar standing there. Like, just kind of looks like her without the VR rig on. Just takes a minute and breathes. Just. I think she just sits there in silence, honestly, for maybe like a minute or two, just trying to collect her thoughts and plan what she's gonna do. Because you can't even tell if what she's getting them is what they want at this point. So I guess anything is something, but anything is really something right now, considering the topics that we're working with. And then after maybe 2 minutes of just thinking to herself, like she doesn't talk to herself, but she just cycles her thoughts. She eventually pops back into game.
Yep. And as you pop back into game, Astra is looking up at Eddie, who is kneeled down in front of her. When you're not here, do you go to the dark place too?
I go to a different place. You know, it's not always dark. Like sometimes it's dark, but I have people there who you haven't met, but maybe you'll meet sometime. I mean, I don't know if we could bring them in here, like, or if you want that kind of thing. When you go to the dark place, like, are you alone? Are you okay? Does it hurt?
It doesn't really feel like anything. It feels like before, you know? Before you all found me.
What did it feel like before we found you?
Nothing.
Okay. But you were awake?
I guess? I don't know what awake means.
Okay, like you, like what you are right now where you're talking to me. Do you just sit there?
Oh. No, I don't have a way to talk in the dark place.
Okay. But you are but you think.
Yeah.
Do you just like remember stuff? Like will you think about like this moment when you're in the dark place? Would you like watch this moment again or?
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing the new Tankles.
Yeah, what do you think of my new look? And I think here, Eddie definitely not only goes with both like fake mouths on the fists, but also in concert the 3 snake heads and his snake tail comes around and says, "Pretty cool, right?" At the end.
Yeah, you look like you came out of the old garden.
That's a really high compliment. I should be so lucky, right? But that's your Auntie Phoebe here, right? Like that's her area.
Oh, Phoebe's back.
Hey Phoebes, how is you good?
Even through the rig, he looks dour. Like Phoebe looks dour, not just Diana. It's coming through. It's just kind of as I'm fucked at work.
Right.
I am. It's. I don't know. We're losing time. We're losing daylight. We need to. Let's just.
What can we do?
Kind of like takes her rifle off and just kind of like puts the butt of it on the ground and leans against it for a sec. We need to keep moving. think we need to figure out what's going on with the heads. And we need to figure out what's going on with Astra and the others and kind of look them up. We just need to keep moving.
Okay.
Just go.
As you
Just
look
pinpoint
up,
point.
you see, as the sun sets, what looks like a meteor shower streak across the sky, leaving a flaming trail.
If I zoom in with my scope, do I see anything special?
Give me an insight. I love that.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, as and she even like you will see her even body as she went from sluggish to immediately heightened, seeing something interesting happen.
There's a scoop.
Would you call this an open check?
I would not call this an open check. You're
Yeah.
aiming for at least a 12.
16.
All right. I need to give you a higher rolls. I forgot how freaking broken your builds are.
But you gave me insight.
Yeah. For our viewers, these people were level 10 during the Letheon encounter, and Letheon was a level 20 champion.
Yeah.
So, balancing for these builds is incredibly enjoyable as an MC.
I mean,
It's
I'm just
wild.
hunters, you know, like this is what we do. We go in, we break games.
You signed up for this with us.
Yeah, I did specifically ask for this. You're right. I was like, make your
did.
most broken builds.
You
asked
You've
us
seen
to
an
power
be
target on
gamers.
your chest, and you're like, "Where are you shooting me? Come on, guys!"
That's right. With your 16, you zoom in your scope, and you can't tell what exactly is burning, but you see in the trail what you could swear are feathers that disintegrate.
Oh.
Above table question: where did the mention of the burning feathers come from originally? Do we all know that hint?
Akezo, yeah, Tankleys told y'all that he was talking to Akezo, the medic for the Fist of Hephaestus and Labyrinthos.
Just double checking. Like is burning feathers. Where's it landing?
All right. Looks like we know which way to go, and I think Eddie turns to Astra and says, "You ready for this?"
No, let's go.
Yeah. That's the spirit, Astra.
Pick her
You
up,
and me both.
put her on still my giant bicep, but it's just now it's all these coiled like snakes together, like, you know, and just like they move a little bit under her to give her a chance to like have a little bit of fun, you know,
Yeah.
like moving around.
Oh, I have a seatbelt.
Exactly, she does.
Yes.
Strap her in now. That's perfect.
It's only safe if it's a 3-point harness.
Move the other one around to make the 3 points work.
Yay! Now I'm ready.
There we go.
Perfect. The three of you go in the direction of the meteor shower, forgoing the NPCs, forgoing the Fist of Hephaestus, charting your own path. And as you try to follow them, you're immediately in dense jungle. It reminds you actually of the old garden, or at least what you saw of the old garden. You haven't been there since it changed, but what you saw of the old garden has a very similar energy of these sort of thick canopies and lots of vegetation, but where it was very death, mold, mushrooms, in the old garden, it's very life, vibrant greens here in Athens, and it's more claustrophobic. You find yourselves having to sort of cut through different plants and lower level enemies and things like that to try and make your way through the forest. And it's hard to keep your heading a little bit. You have to keep correcting yourself using the in-game compass to maintain your direction. But give me an insight insight. This is an open check, and it will be a group check. So tell me who's leading.
Obviously, Eddie. No, definitely.
I would have 2d10 plus 1.
That's also what I would have, but go for it.
I think thematically makes sense for Becky to lead this roll.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think Becky should lead this roll if we have the same modifier.
Yeah. All right, give me the support rolls.
Alrighty. So, how important is this roll?
You can't.
Roll, so we don't. Yeah. No, because I was trying to figure out if I should spend luck, but I don't think it's a 6. So.
Nah.
So I don't know if my plus 1 applies to support rolls like this if it's an open check, so it's either a 16 or a 17.
Either way, it passes and gives
Yeah,
Becky an
exactly.
additional +1.
All right. Here we go. All right. 16.
16. Easy peasy. You eventually stumble across it. A lone white feather sitting stark against the luscious green plants that surround it. Hard to find, not because it doesn't stand out. It stands out, but because of just the amount of vegetation here, it's... Anyone else, you'd say it's pure luck. But for Becky, she's built different. It was pure skill to find, to know where to look, to understand the game enough to know where it would hide things like that, little clues, little hints. As you find this white feather, and then another, and then another. A feathery path leading you to the sound of rushing winds. As you continue following the white feathers, Becky, you reach down to pick one up, and it's sticky to the touch.
Like just tacky, or does it like stick to my hand and I have to pull it off?
Like a little bit of both. It does stick, you have to pull it off, but it's not like hard to pull off,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it does have some adhesion. Some sort of clear substance is coating the feathers. You pick up a couple more, each of them have it, this substance coating them. The wind continues rushing louder and louder, making it difficult to even talk to one another, causing you to switch to text messages in your UI to try and get around just the sound, the cacophony around you. And suddenly and without warning, the rainforest opens up to what looks like the edge of a hurricane.
Mm.
Stark, dark browns fill the air as dirt is lifted and thrown around. Who knows how high into the sky. You see trees inside of there, boulders even being barely contained within this massive vortex in front of you.
Well, looks like this is our destination.
I mean, I hope so, because if this isn't our destination, I worry about what our destination looks like, right?
I'm not going to be able to shoot shit in there.
I think our destination's up there. Dastra points up somewhere above where the hurricane would be, but you can't see it.
Is there something you can see that we don't?
What are you looking at?
Well, that's where he is, right? We're trying to find him?
Who is he?
He, I guess an old friend. He was always a little grumpy. around me, but
Is
Like
he?
an old
Is he
friend like Letheon?
Yeah.
no, Lethy was different, but I guess kinda.
What do you remember about this friend?
The screen flashes back to the void as Astra hears, "Look, just because she's here doesn't mean that she's supposed to be here, okay? So, get her out of here before I use her for her intended purpose. Understand? I don't know what freak show science experiments you're trying to run on this ship, but I'm trying to make sure everyone gets out alive." Well, I don't think he liked me very much.
Oh dear. All right. Does he have a name?
Forest?
Okay.
Chris.
All right. Do you know how to get up there?
Well, no.
Okay.
That's fine. It's fine.
That's all right. We'll get up there together. This was so helpful. Thank you, Astra. Thank you for helping us out. So you always help us out a lot. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm glad I can help. I don't want to be a bird.
You're not. You're the best. Okay? You are the best. You make this game so much better for us. Thank you for that.
You seem to be the key to a lot of whatever's going on.
How many feathers have I picked up?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Weird question to ask.
You
You've
think?
only picked up a few, but the piles near this hurricane are pretty massive. Like, they get pretty big as you get to this area.
And they're all sticky. What if we made wings for ourselves?
I like it. I like where your head is at. I think that's a really, really good idea. I don't know how to make wings. I'm here to support. If you need me to do something, I just point and I will shoot, or do whatever it is.
I'll
Put
give
it
you
in the
the
crafting
wings. I'll give you the wings, but we also have to be. Well, if I know my mythology well enough, I think we need to be prepared for those wings to fail.
I mean, only if we get too close to the sun, right? And Bex here tells the sun where to go, so I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay, well, I don't.
I mean, true.
I mean, how easy is it going to be to access your console menu when you have to, be using wings? I'm just saying we need to, be prepared for the worst, I guess, especially the further up we get.
Sure, I think that's fair.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah,
All
100,
right.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Give me an insight dexterity check.
Yeah.
The group or just Becky?
This can be a group check if you want one person to make all of the wings.
Okay, insight, dexterity. Cool.
I am better at both of those things than Becky, but I want Becky to make the check, to be quite honest.
Fair enough.
It feels like it.
More appropriate. It's more appropriate for Becky doing this.
Yeah.
I just rolled the same exact roll with two different.
What is happening?
Straight to
What is
dice jail.
A 5 and a 1. Both times a 5 and a 1.
Well, I got a 13. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 + 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Eddie's just hanging out with Astra. So what do you think? Do you want maybe you could just my wings?
Watch the clump of dirt.
Open check or not?
This is not an open check, so you're aiming for a 13.
13, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that is exactly what I got.
Well, there you go. Meets
7
it,
and a
beats it.
5 plus 1. Yeah, 13.
Perfect. Yeah, sure enough, you're able to take these clumps of feathers. You have to go around and gather a few clumps, and Eddie, of course, helps out with that. But once you have enough feathers and stick them all together, it transforms into an equipable item. Daedalus wings.
Yeah,
There we go.
Nice.
excellent. I make one for each of us.
Mm-hmm. All right. And now here's the hard check. That one wasn't hard, right? This is a difficulty 10 dexterity might check.
Ooh, you're singing my song now. Can I get
I was
more?
gonna say.
Is there
To maneuver with the wings.
is there
Uh-huh.
a path I can take here? All right, Daedalus wings. Come on, Daedalus wings. It's not a 5 and a 1. Okay. That is just a 10. It's a 6 and a 4.
There we go.
Just barely though. Just scraping by.
All right.
Jewelry
Tankleys,
reborn for you.
of course, are the first to go out there with these wings. They extend probably twice as long as your arms as you jump into the winds as it picks you up and launches you skyward. There aren't flying mounts in this game or any form of player accessible flight right now. They've been teasing it for the next expansion with airships from Crete and airship-like structures from Old Garden and some of the other factions. So Tankleys might be the first person to view the game from this angle, high above the trees, the forests. You get a gorgeous view of the mountain. The last dregs of sun is the sunsets painting the skybox. Beautiful pinks, purples, yellows. A spectrum of beautiful colors that sits behind this massive, daunting mountain. A beautiful sight, but also, as you look up to the peak, you realize just how much further you have left to get there.
I'm gonna call over comms and be like, Bex, Diana, you gotta get up here. This is gorgeous. You gotta see what I'm seeing. Also, I think we're gonna have to go up pretty far. So maybe when you're putting your wings together, think about that. Because I don't know, I keep flying up and I don't feel like it's getting closer.
Astra sort of like bops you on the back of the head and points not at the peak, but you see what looks to be as though someone excavated a chunk of the earth with some sort of building on it that looks like the ancient ruins that you've seen before. And jutting out of the bottom of this huge rock, carrying this massive like set of warehouses almost is what it looks like. You see these huge engines of some kind that are blasting air straight downwards to keep it aloft, causing this hurricane.
Okay, I found something. Y'all gotta get up here as quick as you can. There's a floating island with some kind of like tech or something, maybe a magical tech. I'm not sure, but it's shooting down columns of air that are causing the storm beneath us, and it looks like it has some ruins up top. I think that's where we gotta go right now, and that's actually totally reachable. Like I can get there. I don't want to get there. Hey, it's Astra, by the way, that you should thank for that. She's the MVP here. MVP. I was trying to
Thank you, Astra.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't fly too high.
Thank you. I totally
Somebody
would.
is.
Who jumps next?
I'll go for it.
All right.
Come on, dice. You're not good dice, but oh.
Oh,
So,
a bond you want to draw from or something?
no, I feel like with this fabulous point I'm about to spend, that this is playing on Becky's ambition to get up there because she is so very entranced and feeling the pressure right now. So her ambition is to get up there and get this done. So I'm going to spend that fabulous point to reroll this die that had a 1 on it.
All right. First fabulous spend.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, so in case, it's a 13.
All right. Becky, you jump and trying to just get the wings right is more physically exhausting than you expected. And it's weird to feel physically exhausted in VR.
Mm-hmm.
But at a certain point, when that's how you feel in your day-to-day life, that's just how your brain starts to interpret anything that it considers might be work or exertion. And that's the feeling you get of just like, I'm not sure I can make it up this flight of stairs type of feeling. But as you start plummeting to this huge crater in the earth, as you see just how much has been dug up by this hurricane, by this island, you manage to shake it off and remind yourself that this is just a virtual body as you pick up the wings and find just the right cadence to soar up high into the sky, getting that same gorgeous view as you see Tankles flapping next to you, a few of the feathers falling off. Yes, he does so.
This is so cool, right?
Oh my god, this is so cool.
It's the best. I'm so glad that you're up here. I could be up here all day. I mean, I know we gotta go do stuff, but this is the best. I love this.
You think we're the first ones up here?
Oh, I'm sure we're the first ones up here. I'm also sure that after being the first ones up here, Eidolon's Ascendant, if they ever get up here, are going to pretend they were the first ones up here. Can you believe them?
Mm-hmm.
World's first. Come on now. Couldn't even hang in the Letheon fight. Whatever. I'm not going to let them ruin this. It's beautiful up here. Beautiful.
All right, Phoebe, your turn.
Okay. Oh god, okay. Kind of pumping yourself up for a sec, like trying to shake the rust off. That was a 10 of 10 DC.
Yep.
Now is that a 10 on the dice?
All right. Meets it, beats it.
So I think she's gonna, and right before she jumps off, she's gonna look in her little profile tab and mark herself as offline.
Yeah.
And then kind of use the skills she's learning from her dancer levels. Does a little run up to the edge there. Does a dive off, trying to keep the wings close to her body and dive downwards. And once she feels a strong gust of air, he's going to suddenly burst them open to hope to grapple just her upwards as fast as possible before she starts to just soar on the currents. I think he's stressed for the first little while, getting the hang of the wings and the weight of it all, but once she has it, I think Becky and Tankles see her spiraling like a penguin in the water through the air. You hear her go, and she goes right up in front of you and screaming, cheering like a roller coaster.
That's so good.
It is awesome!
I think she likes it.
How could you not like it? With these features. I mean, seriously, I don't want to sound like I'm in a commercial for the game, but geez, like if I thought the smells were visceral, the feeling of the wind on my face right now is unreal, right?
Mhm.
Like I feel like I'm up here. I don't know. This
Oh
is
my.
so good.
Yeah, I'm so
Wait,
glad
so
these
yeah,
feathers
Astro.
were pre-glued.
Yeah, honestly. Astro, where are we headed?
There! As she points her stubborn of a hand in the direction of the unmissable flying island in front of you.
Oh yeah, that.
She thinks she just starts flying.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now we go. I jet over there with Astra, trying to make it fun for Astra on the flight. Like
Mhm.
not getting too fancy because I'm still getting used to the mechanics, but try to make it a good time for the kid.
Absolutely. Yeah. You give the roller coaster of a flight on over on a circle around the island. The building itself has that clean white metallic exterior that you've come to associate with these sort of ancient technology ruins that are dotted around Olympus. One of the main forms of dungeon crawling is going through ruins just like these. You've been through dozens as you've each leveled up, but they've all been underground. This is the first set of ruins above ground, and seeing a full dungeon essentially laid out from the outside makes you realize just how big these encounters can be. But you eventually see what could be considered an entrance. It looks like someone cut out a door shape with really melted out a door shape. You see the remnants of melted metal that has since hardened on the edges of this entrance into the main facility.
Bex, Diana, what do you think? Does this look a little too good to be true? You think that this is maybe the way in?
Yeah, I think that the storm was probably the line of defense. So from this point, I think we can just go on it.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I can always stay outside if you guys want me to keep point, but also we don't really know what's in there.
Yeah, let's stay together.
Yeah, I think that's smart. Thank you for the offer, though. Diana. It's good looking out.
The damn Jedi always leaving making a mess everywhere. Looking at the melted doorway.
Right. As the three of you land on the island, all three of your sets of wings immediately melt, and the feathers fall to the hurricane below to be strewn about the rainforest once more. Peeking in from here, you see the clean white exterior that you're used to, but you hear the sounds of whirring machinery. You don't see the rubble and the dust and the signs of decay that you normally see for ruins like these.
Are these fresh ruins? Because that's so delightfully paradoxical that I love it.
Yeah.
Fresh
I love
ruins.
it.
As the four of you walk past the threshold of this melted door, immediately red lights boom, boom, boom begin flashing as an alarm sounds. Intruder alert. You have a moment. Yeah. Intruder alert.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Diana's taking point. Knows the most dances.
Of course.
Give me an insight.
Groupie group?
Yeah, it'll be a group roll. This is an open check.
Hey, that's good.
Take,
I'm not going to be able to do a
Becky.
+1, so that could be the +1 for me. Oh, wait. Double 5s.
Nice.
Unfortunately, on group rolls, you do not get opportunities.
Yeah. But it is.
But you get a +1. It is 10.
I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, and I got an 11.
All right, so that's +2.
All right. I rolled a 12, so +2.
All right, that's 14. All right. As you get your bearings very quickly with the alarm, we are going into initiative.
Bro.
Looking around you, you see on a 14 a number of things. The first thing that you see is there is a up in the ceiling in almost like a light bulb shape. There's a bright white light that looks like a small sun. And you see that light is being focused by a series of mirrors around the room. Right now, it's being focused to a single point in what looks like some sort of energy input type of mechanism that it's hitting this sort of like pad that's glowing a soft blue, like the battery that Letheon was attached to. You see across the ground in several points vents, very large vents that occasionally hiss and spew steam. You see in one corner of the arena massive racks of wings. Each of them a little different in design, a mixture of light wood and wax and feathers, all hung up like prototypes in this almost wardrobe in the corner of this factory warehouse area. And the last thing that you see is a console showing a language that you don't recognize that is off on the far end of this area. Hope you wrote all that down.
Do we have a moment to, like, do our characters have a moment to say anything to each other before combat begins?
Talking is a free action.
Okay. Bex, do you want me to give you cover to be able to get to that console back there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I will say there are no threats. You don't see any robots or drones or anything like that.
Okay. That's good to know. Diana, you wanna take point looking out for potential threats to call out to us?
I'm trying to keep my eye on everything in this room as best I can. It's just like she's literally circling, like gun in hand as she's speaking, like even staring at the floor to make sure she doesn't step on any fake tiles or anything.
That is a very good call. And noticing the fake tile maneuver, Eddie's now realizing, crap, I gotta watch where I walk. Okay. All right. All right. I don't see any adversaries out there right now. I could be ready to go, but I'm gonna need to do a little bit of, like, I'm gonna need to take a little hit to my HP to be fully locked in. Y'all think it's worth it for me to get ready before we see anybody come out? It's gonna take a third of my HP, so I'm gonna be down pretty hard to begin with. I'm just gonna need to have, like, ready on standby to make sure I don't have, like, a, Letheon 2 Electric Boogaloo situation.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right. So
You should be ready for anything. As
Perfect.
ready as you can be.
thank you. I appreciate that. So you see Tankley's reborn now for the first time doing this particular move. You see he doesn't get bigger the way that he does when his zero power hits, but you do see him stretch a bit, and his muscles, which are again just a bunch of snakes coiled around each other, ripple and undulate in ways that you haven't seen activate, and you see a green glow come off of him, and bits of poison ooze out of his body as he hits his first Theria form, Toxo. Sorry, let me do that again. I gotta look at the name of the Theria form. Toxicophora. Okay. As he hits his first Theria form, Toxicophora, with poison just seeping out of every pore that's been programmed into this body. And then you see him take, racked with pain, right? A third of his current hit points go down as through this new multi-headed Hydra snake configuration, more mouths, maws that you do recognize open up, including at the center of all three of his heads, and if you can see it, the center of the head at that little tail that he's got there. And that's the Toxophagoida, sorry, including the little tail that he's got back there, that also has that on there. And it's the Neurophagoida, it's the what you recognize from before that allowed him to have a little bit of like a parasitic attack as well. And now you see burst out of his chest like a chest burster, right? A seventh head completing the Hydra, and that is his Polypoida. And now he's ready to do 3 attacks at once. He's like, all right, I'm ready. Let's get moving. And he's just ready to walk you through, Beck.
All right. Who takes next turn? Stunning entrance.
Say, goddamn.
Worth 23 hit points, right? Yeah.
Do you want to do some sort of prep tower before Becky starts the walk across?
I think go. I mean, like, I think go first. I think
Okay.
just go first.
All right.
Or react to whatever happens.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And just narratively will make sense too.
Yeah. So Becky's looking down very carefully at the floor so that she doesn't misstep or step on a bad tile or something. Heads over across the room.
Yeah. So the console, as you get there, give me an insight.
I will happily give you an insight.
As an MC, I need to stop using insight. Insight is a crutch.
Why? They're so wonderful.
Disagree. Absolutely disagree.
You
And
get to
that's a
go to a
15.
A 15. All right. With a 15, you're able to get there, and you actually do recognize some of this script. After the previous fight with Letheon, you went and got the art book yourself to study it, to try and find some more clues. And you were able to put together some pieces of the script to be able to read most of it. It's a simple like substitution, like a simple substitution for English. Nothing too crazy, but they do throw a lot of like technobabble, like nonsense in there, so it's not actually usually important text. But as you approach this console and get closer, you're able to read Solar Ignition Console.
Solar Ignition.
You think that you could potentially disable or use this console. You don't know what it would do.
Okay.
With the insight that you rolled,
Yes.
in more capable hands or more understanding hands, you know that this is dangerous.
Right. Okay, so this is probably a weapon, and we need to decide now whether we're going to try to use it or shut it down.
Use it on what?
You read my mind. That's. I feel like if there's a weapon this big, they programmed in something that we need to fight with it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we want to try to take control of it? Because I don't know. I mean, if you got to use a weapon this big, I mean, I got these guns, but I don't know if they're going to get us as far as we need to go. I mean, you know, Diana, we got your gun too, and that's pretty spicy.
I'm confused. What's this for? What are we supposed to be using this against? There's nothing here.
Yet. Or that we can see, right? Like maybe if we turn something on in here, maybe if it reacts to us a certain way, an adversary appears.
All right, let's go. Let's try it.
Yeah. All
Let's
right.
see if we can take this over for ourselves.
All right. So this is a difficult device to take over. So I'm going to tell you what you're rolling.
Okay.
To disable it is a Might Insight difficulty 10.
Okay.
To take it over is an Insight difficulty 15. And it costs 1 Fabula point to try.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I like that. And it has to be the person who's doing the check. It has to be their Fabula point, I would assume.
Yep, this can't be a group check.
No. I mean, we got a couple of really insightful people here, so, you know.
That Fabula point spin doesn't mean that you can't also spend further Fabula points on the roll.
Beautiful. Love that.
All right, I'm looking at our document. Phoebe, do you think you could take this over?
Please watch my back. And she's going to hesitantly walk over and see if he can even get a handle on with all the sigils and everything. See if she can get a handle on it.
Yeah,
You didn't mention you were avoiding the vents. You take 25 damage. No.
Steve!
Why?
Kyle, I fell through on the spike trap.
Yeah, absolutely. You can give this a try. It's the same. You're trying to hit a 15.
It's not an open check, unfortunately.
No.
I understand this. I understand this now. Sorry, my dice roller wasn't loading. That is a 10 and a 5.
Woo!
What?
All right.
That
Cost
was a
1
10 and a
Fabula
5.
point.
I burn it.
But you, with a little bit of help from Becky on like reading the sigils, you're able to solve essentially the in-game puzzle to hack the device. And you see it shifts from an sort of orange overlay to a green one.
I think I'm in. I think yeah, I moved the screenshot of the art book away from my screen that Becky sent me, and I like. Okay,
There's-
yeah, I think it's working.
There's just one button on it, and it says explosion.
Oh, that's great.
Olympus by Michael Bay.
So just letting you know now, Tankley's,
Uh-huh.
I'm about to click the big red button. Can
Okay.
you cover Astra?
I got Astra. Don't worry about it. I'm ready. If we're gonna fight something, that's cool. If we fall out
No,
of the sky, I'll
that's
probably
not-
die. Huh?
No, that's not what I meant. Like,
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I could back up, but how are you gonna get safe?
is Becky covered?
You have to imagine that whatever this weapon does, it would not hit the console to activate it.
Probably not
Fair
aimed
point.
that way. Yeah.
As Tankley's quickly gets out of the way, you see from that light bulb in the ceiling a pure white laser shoo, creates a huge explosion, shaking the entire factory, stopping just short of the console to activate it, covering most of the battlefield. As we go to the top of the round.
Okay. If
I did something.
I love
Like
that.
an evil easy bake oven.
If we That's perfect. Evil easy makeup.
Evil bake oven.
If we do see any adversaries, just as a flag, Eddie's gonna have Tankley's use high speed, spend 10 mind points to take an action before the start of the first round.
Okay.
Or was it the first round when we were in the room?
That's a good question.
It was technically the first round when you got in the room. Y'all are on a timer.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
hate that.
Yeah, so no high speed since that doesn't apply since we're not in the first round. But you need us all to roll initiative, right?
There is no. You automatically win the initiative roll.
Okay, copy.
Okay.
Shit, we're on a timer. We got to see what is like. We gotta get a sense of how much time we have and what it is we got to do here specifically. Let's look around. Jeez, this is. I would recommend one of you two potentially go first if you're feeling it. Because I don't have anything to punch right now, so now I gotta go to a plan B. Right?
Yeah, the things that Becky pointed out to you at the beginning of the fight, right, are these mirrors that are focusing essentially a laser into a certain point on the wall. The vents on the floors that erupt in steam, the set of wax feather prototypes in the corner, and this console that y'all have already sabotaged.
So I assume this is a puzzle, right? We're gonna need to put these mirrors in a specific configuration to get the light to behave the way we need it to. I don't know if the vents are defensive or if they're a part of it, like if we have to shoot stuff in that direction. And it might be a sort of thing where like we get the prototypes working if we figure out the puzzle. Does that sound like it might make sense, Bex?
Could
Diana?
be. Could be.
It's my first thought. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm missing it.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Give me an insight willpower.
Alrighty. Insight, willpower. Half of that is terrible. All right, I am going to use my luck point, like my lucky 7, to turn this 1 into a 7, and then it's 4, so it's going to be 11.
11. On an 11, as you're taking in all of this and trying to figure out what Tankley's can do here and what all of this means, your gamer instincts kick in. They're itching. This isn't a puzzle necessarily in the strictest sense. This is a boss arena.
Okay.
and you're being given a little bit of time to prep it.
Okay. All right. So I was wrong. I'm looking at this now. It looks like we're on a timer for what we're going to fight to arrive. So we should prep the space, I think. And I don't know the best way to do that, Bex. I know you already turned on that big evil easy bake oven thing. I think that's going to be really good for hitting whatever's going to come at us. But we should probably. I mean, what do you think? What do you think we can do here to try to make this more like in our favor? You think maybe we should put on the prototype so we can fly around in here?
I think that's going to be vital, yeah.
Okay. So I think for my part, what I'm going to do, what Eddie's going to do is just go over to the prototypes, grab them up so he's not wasting the time of everybody else, strap one onto himself, make sure that Astra's strapped him well, and then hand them to the other two while the other two are doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah, as you go and strap on the prototype, these are much different than the wings that you were wearing before. And the only reason it fits Tankly's is because of your therioform right now, making you massive. There's no way that Diana or Becky, that these would fit for the two of them. Whatever wore these was huge.
Hey, I don't think that I don't know if this is gonna I don't think it's gonna shrink to your size, but I have them here if you want. Above table, should I call them anything? Just prototypes.
Just wing prototypes.
Prototypes. Copy that. Thank you.
Who wants it next?
Becky is going to look up at the mirrors and try to figure out the patterns that would cause it to aim different places and figure that out.
Yeah. So give me an insight.
I would love to give you an insight. I don't think you should ever stop doing these.
Only insight.
Right?
They're nice.
And that is a 12.
On a 12, looking at these mirrors, clearly it's being used to run something, but you don't think that whatever that something is essential. You don't think it's running the jets that are keeping this island afloat or something like that. You suspect that there is some remote mechanism that can re-angle these mirrors. And so either you can figure out a way to figure out that protocol yourself to activate it, or you can destroy the mechanisms that actually make these mirrors movable so that they can't move during the fight.
If that's controlled remotely, oh gosh, that could be devastating. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to figure out how to take him over.
All right. This is similar to the console. It will be an insight check, and it will be difficulty 15.
Okay.
And it will cost a Fabula point to try.
All right. I've got 3 of them. That's cool. Now
did you get yours from the beginning of the session?
Yep, that's why I have.
Great.
And now 2. Okay, so difficulty 15, insight, love it, absolutely love it. Let's go. I'm nervous. Okay, I'm gonna roll. The numbers are gonna come out big. They're gonna be big numbers. The biggest numbers. Oh, they are. They're very big. 17.
17. Yes. That'll do it. Absolutely. Becky, you open up your console and figure out in the actual game how the commands for these mirrors work. And the Diana and Eddie, you see as the light begins to move around the room, leaving a trail like a James Bond laser in the floor as it moves from point to point.
Oh, jeez.
Becky is just staring.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you took control of that, Bex. It looks really scary.
It really does.
And then that brings us to Diana.
Okay, above table question first. I think this is a me missing something. What did the explosion do?
It exploded the majority of the arena. You imagine it would do high damage to something in there.
Gotcha. Perfect. I think if I can, now that Eddie is in the big one, is in one of the prototype harnesses, I think Phoebe's gonna run over past Tankley's and see if I can sabotage the others.
Mm,
A good idea.
absolutely, you can. So
Hey, I love to hear that.
the sabotaging here is much easier. It does still cost a Fabula point, but it's a might check with a DC of 10.
Yeah, I'm here. Might as well.
Might as
I'm gonna roll
well.
my
Hey!
D6. Oh. What was the DC?
10.
11.
Okay.
5 and
11.
6. I'm
All right.
rolling very well, and I know my luck is going to drop as soon as the boss strikes.
I know, right?
You
I don't like it.
It costs a Fabula point, but you go over there and just start tearing into these prototypes, absolutely laying waste to them, easily shattering the thin wood and the waxy feathers. As you do so, you hear a as the ceiling shatters and what looks like a meteor wham lands in the center of the arena. Tankley's, you feel Astra shift uncomfortably on your shoulder, tensing up as the smoke and fire clears. This figure uncurls itself to a full height of probably 10 to 12 feet. It's got a body covered in feathers. It's a bird human similar to Tankley's, just massive size. The feathers themselves, you see them grow back as soon as they have fallen and turned to ash and smoke as the creature stands up and looks at Tankley's. Behind him, behind him, Becky, you see two blackened bones protruding out of his shoulders, where wings might have been once upon a time. He's not wearing anything on his upper body. On his lower body, you see the same sort of white plasticky material that you remember seeing in the cryopod that you saw in the Letheon fight. A pair of pants, very loose fitting, and a pair of black boots that are comedically large underneath them. As it looks up, its face like a hawk or an eagle, maybe, and smoke from its nostrils as it points a submachine gun at Astra. You are just what I need to fix all of this. And no one can stop me this time. As you see the health meter pop up at the top of the screen for Foros, the Sky-Scalped Herald.
That's what you think, motherfucker, and I go into hit. Assuming that initiative helps me with that.
It's gonna hit you with this Uzi.
Yeah, thanks. It's gonna try. I got
Yep.
After on my shoulder, so this is not great that I'm getting in close. But here we go.
Great.
Do we roll initiative on this?
Nope, y'all are first initiative, so you get to take that first player turn.
Okay, is everybody okay with me going in for
100%.
Beautiful. So definitely gonna come in. Gonna just do an unarmed strike that has poison damage attached to it if it's applicable. It's going to be Dex. Okay. All right. The +3 to hit. So that is going to be a 12.
A 12, unfortunately for you, misses.
Mm.
Can I interest you in a Fabula point?
Yeah, tell me how you want to use it.
All right. So I think that the first way. All right. So I could re-roll one of these die, which is probably the way to go. Because I on that 12, 9, because I picked up the die. I know one of them was 1, so it had to be an 8. So an 8 and a 1, 9 plus a 3, that's 12. So I'll re-roll one of the die for a fact.
Okay. What trait are you invoking?
I am going to invoke creativity. I think that this is a new boss that we're going to be fighting. I'm expecting this one to be harder than Letheon was. I do not want a repeat of what I went through letting down the team last time. I know that I've got Astra on my shoulder. So I'm actually, even though I'm running right in, I've been prepping mentally this whole time. I'm coming in thinking about where the most likely spot is to be able to get off a hit in the construction. I know that I might not be right about that placement the first time through, but I find what looks to be the least guarded spot on the torso that has nothing covered, and I go for that.
All right, give me a roll.
All right, so okay, that takes it to a 13. Got 1 whole point for that.
Well, a 13 is exactly what you needed, believe it or not. So
right.
good job finding one of your DCs.
Thank you.
How much damage is that?
That was quick.
All right, so the damage is that's an 8 plus it was 18. It's 26 poison damage.
26 poison damage. All right. You immediately race in looking for those marks. His body, as you get closer, it was covered by sort of the feathers and like the softer, smaller feathers of like you'd imagine from the underside of a bird. But as you get closer, you realize that it's covered in scars and scorches and marks. As you aim and wham, you take your hit. The mouths sink in to the flesh of Foros as he grunts, but otherwise remains stoic.
I don't think that this thing can be poisoned, which is terrible news for me. And that's my turn. I mean, I don't think I have any more movement to get away, so I think I'm just stuck up there now.
And he is actually poisoned.
Oh, hey!
I was gonna make you do a study action for it, but you would know.
Okay. Never mind. I see the poison now. Good.
You see like a little green bubble come off the top of his head.
Exactly. Big thumbs up emote, like back over to y'all.
Yep. But in a different comedic twist, you see he pulls with incredible strength Eddie's mouth, hands, off of him and quickly leans down and sucks the venom out and spits it in Eddie's face as he spends an Ultima point to remove that poison condition.
Hell.
Oh, I think Tankleys is just like dripping with it right now. He's like, I like your style. Sucks I gotta kill you.
And speaking of which, this is a villain, so you each get a Fabula point.
Love it.
Which is going to be important as he takes a device from his pocket and flings it back at Becky that he notices by the console. Let's see if this hits. This is one of his riskier rolls.
I like that.
All right. That is a 10 against your magical defense.
Okay, magical defense? Sweet. I got a 12 there.
You got 12 there. And it, whatever the device is, it shatters upon impact to Becky's magical barrier as he curses. What form of technology is this? So we kick it back to the players.
You want it?
By all means. No,
All right.
by all means.
All right. Is it a action to move the mirrors?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that sounds like my action. I'm going to look up at the mirrors and with a very focused look on my face, just start changing the angles and equations there to point directly at the back of Foros where the wings are already burned off.
Yeah. That is going to be an insight check.
Fucking love those.
Yeah. And it does high roll plus 10 fire damage.
I roll plus 10. Okay. What was the difficulty? 13?
This is going to go against his magic defense.
Okay. I got a 11.
11 does hit.
Oh, thank goodness.
How much damage?
You said it was 10 plus the high roll?
Yep.
17.
17 damage.
17 fire damage.
All right. As you sear into his back, he turns around and holds up his gun to block the laser beam as he hisses, "You'll have to do more than that," and is going to what is he gonna do?
Yeah. What is he going to do?
With the hot gun, he's going to sidestep the laser and basically pistol whip Tankleys with it.
Okay.
Okay, and that is... That is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. As it sears into Tankleys, rather than feeling you take damage, instead you find yourself weakened,
Okay.
reducing your might die by 1 size.
Okay. Ooh, I'm not feeling so hot, everybody. This VR is too, it's a little too convincing, right? Feeling a little lightheaded. I've gotta take a breather.
You got this.
Thank you. I'm gonna try. Try back.
We cut over to Diana.
Oh, I think Phoebe notices that he hasn't focused on her yet. I don't know if it's because she hasn't noticed or she's just prioritizing the bigger threat, but I think she's going to try and take advantage of that. She's going to. Are there any vantage points, or are there any platforms or anything?
Yeah, there are some elevated areas, platforms, things like that, sorts of walkways that you imagine supervisors might have walked across to check the area.
I think Phoebe is going to quickly do a little flip up onto one of these guardrails and then swings up with it, doing a little spiral in the air as some sparkles fly, and she performs the Maenad dance, helping him to lose 10 MP.
Okay.
And then, but as she lands, she's gonna quickly go down prone and just barely stick out the barrel from underneath the railing of the platform as she takes the guard action to really to study him and look him up and down and just try to take an extra turn just to make sure she can make her right shot and a shot that works.
Absolutely. All right. And then Eddie, still focusing on you.
So if I may, I'm sorry because I'm catching up on my kit. Two questions.
Yeah.
One is when I hit him before, what did Geneclepsis tell me about Etheriaform?
Yeah, I have this prepared, but I don't remember the name of it.
I know there's a bird one.
I was half ready.
There's a bird one, and if I were to use it, I'd have to switch out what I have in now, so I probably won't. But if I had to use it, I would. It would make me fly.
Pyrophora.
Okay.
Oh.
Fire. So we got fire. We got fire damage coming out of this one. I'm going to share that with the class. Also, since it's just one person, I'm guessing Polypoida doesn't matter because that lets me do a 3 multi, but you can't multi a single target, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then the last thing I wanted to mention, because I should have said this before, is when I lose hit points, if the damage has a type other than physical, which I'm assuming it did because it weakened. Is that accurate?
It weakened you, but it didn't make you lose hit points.
Oh, because I didn't lose hit points. Never mind. I said nothing. Continue.
All good.
Yeah.
But does a 12 hit?
I am sad to say it does.
All right. After pistol whipping you with the SMG, with his arm still in front of him, you see him flex and like needles, feathers fly from his arm and embed themselves in you and immediately light a flame, dealing 16 fire damage.
All right, so with that, I have entered crisis.
Yes.
And it fully, not the crisis on its own, but the hits I've taken, plus that, fully fill my clock. So I'm not doing so hot, but I'm doing real hot. So out of that fire, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you see even larger than before. Right? Out of all 7 heads, this roaring sound comes through, and call out, "Chain Swarm Awakening!" And just using the poison out of every just pixel, every mouth, including the little ones from the parasitic, transformation, screaming out, just right, and intimidate as much as possible, ready to attack.
Love it.
He's like Clifford. He's bigger than the house.
Yeah. And that brings us top of the round.
I mean, if y'all are cool with it, you want big green over here to knock him in the jaw.
With a flaming Uzi, probably.
I will say, as an above table thing, since I'm weak, but this actually brings all my die sizes up. I believe that my might is flat. Is that accurate? Okay. Perfect. So gonna just clock him in the jaw with just little fist bites, right?
Little fist bites.
Just little baby fist bites.
Little fist bite.
Baby.
Just a fist bite. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, baby, that is a 19 to hit.
That will sure hit.
I love that. So that is going to be 28 poison damage. And I'm going to get 10 hit points back. I would get some mind points back, but I haven't spent any yet. But I do get the 10 hit points back, and that's very good. And then I think I'm just gonna stick around that spot so that I'm right in range to be able to smack him again.
Nice. Da-da. All right, and because that was 20 or more damage, he is poisoned once more.
Yeah.
The little green bubbles with the skull in them.
See if there's another ultimate point to burn. What do you think?
Mhm.
Take
Yeah,
that.
you do that.
What's it worth to you?
Yeah, exactly.
And he is going to go ahead and burn one more ultimate point here
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
start of his turn. You're really working through it.
We're grinding his gears.
Yeah, as he flexes similar to the when he shot his feathers out, but this time the poison just oozes out of his skin, dropping to the ground and hissing as it boils off.
You gotta teach me how to do that trick.
And then he's going to this time grin and say, "Think I can teach you something similar."
Oh boy.
Oh, dear. This is fine.
And then he spits on you.
Fine.
And he drops his gun and goes, what?
He drops his gun, his arm.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
My floor is completely clear. I just got them replaced.
If the die disappears, it counts as a 0.
I think that is one of the rules I remember reading in the book.
I think it's in the book. I remember that.
Okay. All right. Does a 14 hit your magical defense?
Oh yeah, very, very much so.
All right. The same device that he threw at Becky, he picks up and slams it into your chest. And you feel it absorbed by the writhing snakes and an intense heat as you suddenly sprout 2 wings of fire
Oh boy.
on your back.
Is this interacting with the prototype that I have on, or is this separate from?
This is separate from, so your prototype is strapped to your arms.
Oh, copy, understood.
Yeah. And it deals 22 damage to you. Fire damage.
Hi, I know that this is ironic to say, but I'm not doing so hot, friends.
Hey, not too. Oh, you mean you need help? Yeah.
As we cut back over to y'all.
Oh yeah, I think it's time for a heal. I think
Yes.
that Becky takes time away from what she's concentrating on and realizes, oh, hey, I need to heal you because otherwise we are in dire straits. So she'll cast a quick heal on Tankleaves.
Thank you.
Reborn.
Boom.
Love that.
And we just see the same thing as usual. Lifts up the book a little bit. There's a little chime, ding, and then a little glow as you're healed.
It doesn't have the cat animation accidentally left on.
Nope,
How
she
much,
removed that.
how much HP on the hill?
40.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Sweet.
Good.
All right. And then with you having the wings, he's going to you see that it looks like he's going to punch you in the face, but as you dodge out of the way, he shifts it, and you feel the full impact land on Astra.
Astra!
No.
Oh no, that's not good.
As Astra has taken 18 damage.
Ouch.
All right. I
As
was
we,
a little entertained by this dude, but he's got to go. He's done.
as we kick back to Phoebe, he you see tries to grab Astra, but you're able to get out of his range before he does that. He says, "Doesn't matter if she's dead or alive, she's useful all the same."
You're not touching her, okay? It's not yours.
I think
Her own.
Phoebe is waiting as this is going. It keeps like charging a cell fully and then saying no, not yet, and emptying it and reloading it out of just habit. As he finally like slams into Astra and then reaches out to grab her and miss, and then she just goes, no grabbing. As a bolt of dark energy is going to slice through.
Absolutely.
Let's see how this goes. The 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
That'll be 28 dark damage.
28
For his
dark
hand.
damage. As the bullet
Ignores.
cuts into him, and he is going to turn around and immediately return fire on Phoebe. With 13 to hit.
That'll hit, Chief.
All right. He turns and points his SMG at you and fills the whole pathway with bullets, as several of them sink into you, dealing 17 physical damage.
Got it.
As we come top of the round.
Yeah, I think that Becky is starting to get annoyed at this thing. It's like, why can't you just be straightforward? And she winds up, because she in the last battle she felt like she was tied down because she had to keep doing heals, she had to keep doing this, that. When she wasn't supporting, she was busy investigating, and she just felt helpless because she didn't have that, actual damage to do. So she got some. She got herself some. So she's going to lift her book, and a beam of light, very cheap looking effects, you can see the pixels, beams out at Foros as I cast Lux.
All right.
And
Shout out to Lux. Go watch.
yeah, shout out to Lux. All right, and so I'm gonna roll.
Sera.
Okay, that's 14. Oh, that's 7 and 7. That's 7 and 7. That's 7 and 7.
That hits, and it is an opportunity. What opportunity do you
Lux
want?
has a special opportunity thing. Opportunity.
Oh.
Each target by this spell also suffers dazed, as well as the hit points.
Nice.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And the damage is 22 light damage.
22 light damage.
And dazed.
All right. The laser shoots out and cuts into his back. But he shrugs it off and returns his focus to Tankles. And is going to take a couple steps back and pull a second Uzi from hammer space. And is going to go ahead and take an attack at you and Astra.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does. Can I spend a Fabula point to alter the story enough for me to be able to shield Astra and take the full blow myself?
You want to take the full hit yourself?
I mean, I'm not trying to die again right now, so I'm now rethinking the question. But I also do not want Astra to die. I'm gonna take it to the table. I don't think that's a decision I should make on my own, given how you just answered. So what do we want to do?
I like the Fabula point idea. I'm not sure that particular
Application.
Question. What kind of attack is this?
This is ranged.
Well,
I would love if I could crossfire the Astra one.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
I'm 16 MP.
Yeah.
And it's literally another blast of darkness just like shoots through right in front of Astra and Tankly's face.
All right, Tankleys, you take 21 damage.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Yeah. So take 21 damage. That's perfect. I did want to bring up, with regard to when I took damage before, is this physical damage?
Yes.
Okay. Then again, never mind. All right. Perfect. 21 damage.
All right. Cut it back.
Actually, I apologize. I believe I might need to read something about crossfire, but because it says the total result of the accuracy check to have the total result of their accuracy check in order to have the attack fail automatically against all targets.
All right.
Oh.
You do not take that damage
So
then.
it actually only saves Tankleys from the damage.
Hey.
As we cut back to players.
I do think my affection for Diana has gone up, by the way. This feels very like I'm grateful. Thank you, Diana. You really saved my ass right now. I appreciate it. I'm gonna see if I can do my job as well as you're doing yours. I'm just gonna uppercut.
At the beginning of your turn, Tankleys, you take 10 fire damage.
So I did. Hey, ho ho. Mean to ask this question then. Third time's a charm. I had taken fire damage, right? Previously, when I lost hit points. So my ecdysis says that when that happens, it can trigger me losing 10 hit points at that point. And I mean, I could do it now with this 10 hit point hit, turning it into a 20 hit point loss to gain resistance to that damage type until I use the skill again. So I lose 20 hit points now. I'm going to go down to 39. But I am now resistant to fire damage.
All right, and we can say that you took the extra 10 hit on the last one.
Okay.
And this one will only do 5 damage.
All right, perfect. So then I am back up to 44. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it.
Nice.
Yeah, of course. If I'm going to kill you, it's going to be fair.
I appreciate that. It's definitely more fun that way, right? Awesome. So, take that damage up top. And I'm like, I gotta try to get rid of this. But I'm saying that to myself while I'm going through with the uppercut. That is also, less strong than it could be because of the weakened state that I have. But let's see how strong it is. No, not this. This one. All right. Okay, that is a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay, so that is going to be 7 plus 25 poison damage. And so
All
we're
right.
25, and they are poisoned. Which, they were. But now they are again.
All right, they're poisoned and dazed.
Excellent.
Yeah, which I will say is, it's only 2 conditions, right?
Mhm.
though-
Conditions is all I need.
Perfect. All right. Awesome.
Okay, so we cut back to Foros' turn. And let's see, what is he gonna do? He is going to gesture to the wall and speak in a language that you don't recognize, but Astra hisses at Tankleys to quick get down. As let's see, and he has the wall opens up and reveals a missile array
Oh, Jesus.
that launches a barrage of missiles at all of you. That is going to be a 12 to hit against your physical defense.
Oh,
So luckily, in my current state, that misses.
That'll hit.
yeah.
All right, so you manage to snake and weave around these missiles as they attempt to home in on you, just eventually hitting the walls and floors. But Diana and Becky are not as lucky. You each take 16 damage as the missiles impact and explode.
I think when the missile reaches Becky, before it hits her, she pulls out the mirror from her pocket, and it hits the mirror.
The frozen mirror?
Yeah.
Interesting. So you absorb the missile, and you see all of the homing missiles just get sucked into the mirror like a messed up vortex, holding it in for you to relaunch at a future time. And as you look at the mirror, you see the environment is no longer a cryogenic chamber. It's something else, but you don't have the time to look at it for very long right now. As we cut back to players.
Who do we have? Who hasn't gone? My brain is mush.
I think Diana?
I think it's Diana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it just me? Did Becky have a turn?
Yeah. I cast. I did the laser.
The deluxe.
Oh, yes. Okay. To clarify, does a 0 power cost an action?
Depends on what the 0 power does, but typically no.
So it's just choosing any number. It's an attack, basically, but it doesn't need an attack roll.
Yeah. Then you can get that for free at the beginning of your turn.
I think I might take that in that case. So I think she sees her little ultimate timer finally load up, and she kind of sighs and goes, "Really? Right now, when there's one enemy?" And she looks around. Is there anything else breakable that I could hit in the room that I could possibly also aim this at?
There is a bunch of mirrors. There are a bunch of vents. And there are a bunch of missile bays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you count? Usually, the effect of the 0 power usually says choose any number of creatures you can see. Would you allow me to target these things?
I would allow you to target one set of things, either the mirrors, the vents, or the missiles.
I think the missiles.
All right.
I think she kind of just, and this will also hit Boros.
Yeah.
As she kind of targets the reticle at Boros and then aims, and kind of a little marker appears on him, and then and the missile rack's still closing up. She marks off as many of the nozzles as she can, as she then fires a shot, and nothing comes out. Nothing comes out.
Oh.
A loud bang appears, but no bolts of energy, no darkness, no bolts. And then after a second, a hazy nexus of energy starts to formulate in the front of the barrel, almost like the photons and electricity of a rainstorm starts to generate and churn, and that electricity has that same black core that her shots do. As she goes, "Okay, Eddie, listen to this once. I'm not going to do the ult's name every time." And she fires, and just waiting after a second, she lets go of the trigger and clicks it again. And dozens of these black spiraling bolts of energy fire out in every direction, targeting not only Thoros, but these dozens of missile racks. As she goes, "Black crown bullets."
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How much damage?
That would be so half my level, because I'm level 13. Would that round up or down?
We'll say it rounds up. It's 0 power. It should be cool.
37 dark damage. And Thoros is, I think he's already dazed, but he would be dazed and weakened.
All right. As the shots land, the missile bays all explode, and you hear the explosions sort of continue in a series as the wall fully shuts. Thoros reels back in pain as he enters crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see sprout from the nubs on his back
Oh
these white wings that look like they're made out of the same thing that Astra is made out of, the same thing that the sun above you is made out of, as they reach out to a massive wingspan and give a and fill the arena with this gust of wind that just smells like a lightning strike. As he points his gun up at Phoebe, he's going to spend an Ultima point
Oh,
to eject
Yay.
his statuses.
all of them at once?
Yep.
Oh, that's a shame.
Spits them on the ground in his
Yep.
little spittoon.
And you see that it's almost like the wings pull it out as they pulse a different color momentarily before it dissipates into energy, and points his gun at Phoebe
Hey.
for an 11 to hit.
An 11 hits, but I'd like the crossfire.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
11 MP, just kind of like a single bolt of the energy. She tries to basically like curves it so it hits all the bullets in an arc, and as the energy kind of hits the wall.
Absolutely. And you notice as Thoros fires, the bullets are no longer normal bullets. You see they're made of that same energy. As we bring it top of the round.
Range attacks are range attack.
Yeah.
So that's good to know. It looks like he's rocking light damage now.
Mhm.
All right.
It might be a good time to use the you-know-what, kind of like motioning up at the...
100%. Is it back to top of the round for us?
It is.
Mhm.
All right. If you don't mind, Bex, can I alley-oop you so that you got a clear shot with the evil easy bake oven?
I mean, it's just up there. We've got a clear shot at any point.
I gotta get out of here though, 'cause right now you'd hit me too.
Oh, fair enough.
So I think what Eddie's going to do is he's going to pull Tankles and Astra out of range of where we saw this hit before. And I think is just going to take the guard action to protect Astra from anything that might come our way. And then that gives, if I'm noting correctly, I haven't used guard before on this, resistance to all damage types, +2 to opposed checks. And yeah, it allows me to cover
an ally.
Feature, right, so I'll be covering her like that.
Great. So you run and get out of the way. You get Astra shielded. Recognizing what you're planning to do with Becky near the console and Tankles going from aggro to dodge. Tankles, you also take that 5 damage at the beginning of the round.
Of course.
He is going to once again pull out 2 or aim both of his submachine guns rather than just the one he was using at you and Becky. Not able to clear the area in time. He's going to do the next best thing he can with a 16 to hit.
Yeah, I'd say that is.
All right.
Running out of MP, but I could take this one.
I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain as you make your choice on whether or not to crossfire. Both Becky and Tankles are about to take 30 damage.
Oh, Jesus.
I would like to spend 16 of my 18 MP
All
to
right.
once again cleave the bullets away.
I think it's a good spend.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I'm getting
Thanks.
sick and tired of you meddling. As we kick it back to the players.
I would like to go because I need to get out of the way as well. So I think, how much does an elixir? Ooh, that's good. I think, Phoebe is going to run to the edge of this platform that she's on, quickly summons an elixir and quickly downs it, and then sends it out of her hand, regenerating mind points. As she's then going to jump off of the railing and do a full spin, circular wheel spin in the air, landing on her feet gracefully. Little sparks fly off as she uses Ouroboros dance. Becky, take your turn now.
Hey, that's so good. That's so good.
Just to clip for the audience, my new Ouroboros dance. Choose one ally you can see who has yet to take a turn during this round. That ally might take their turn immediately after yours during this round.
Honestly, could not imagine a more perfect use of Ouroboros.
Literally, go off, Becky. Hit it. There we go.
Yeah.
Time
I
to
think
hit the button.
as she lands, she just goes, punch it.
All right. So yeah, Becky raises her fist, slams it down on the button, and says, "I haven't had this much fun with an easy bake oven since I was 6."
As it deals 100 points of damage to Boros. The lights flicker as the sun dims in its bulb, and you see the console turn red as it says, "out of energy."
Mm.
I was gonna say we should have been doing this the whole time.
One shot at the beginning experimenting. It happens. It happens.
All right. But because you skipped, that means that Foros gets 2 turns back to back now.
Yeah.
He does.
So the first thing that Foros is going to do is once again speak in that different language, but he's going to gesture towards the ground as steam fills the arena and gives everyone a -2 accuracy.
Oh boy. Okay.
And for his second attack, he's going to charge in and attempt to punch Phoebe with
What are
a
causing you some issues?
10 to hit.
Not even close. Well, it's kind of close, but it sounds cool to say not even.
All right, he's going to spend an Ultima point to reroll, bring him to
Okay,
a
so
17 to hit.
That'll definitely hit, Chief.
You see a vision of him as he comes, and you dodge away, but you see it was just an illusion in the steam as wham! Coming from the other side, you feel the brunt. It feels like you're being punched by metal more than it feels like you're being punched by a physical hand, the way it just lays into you like a truck, dealing 30 damage.
Would like to surrender.
All right. So, for this surrender, you can either choose Despair to give Foros a chance to make a move, or Darkness to change your theme to either anger, doubt, guilt, or vengeance. You also gain 2 Fabula points.
Yay!
Hey.
Could you list those traits out for me one more time?
Anger, doubt, guilt, or vengeance.
Those are all very good. I'm definitely doing that one. I'm just trying to pick.
Mhm.
I think it's our theme is going to be. Oh, sorry. I was so certain, and I pulled it all away. I think it's going to be doubt.
All right.
Nice.
Tell me what
Very
it looks
on
like
theme.
as you surrender and fall unconscious.
Phoebe does a little flip sideways, trying to dodge the strike, but the illusion of the steam comes to bite her as the hand whips around, just plucking her right in the rib. She goes flying across the room behind Pancles and Becky and slams into the wall, leaving a crater in the metal. As she just slumps down, you see her rifle magazine sparking erratically. As she kind of does a weak thumbs up and just goes, "Have at 'em, guys!" And you see her form just kind of what happens when we go into like dead for the encounter, or is it just kind of dead as in like respawning?
It's dead for the encounter. So in game, you're essentially like on a corpse cam, and if someone had the ability to resurrect you, then they can resurrect you from here, and you'd pop back into the fight. But otherwise, you have access to like your DMs. You can still talk and like see what's going on in the fight. You just can't move your character or do any actions.
At least the missiles won't hit. You got this, guys.
Thank you, Diana. I'm sorry. I should have found a way to take that hit.
Less talking, more hitting.
That
All right,
brings
Chief.
us back to our round.
That brings it back to y'all.
Phoebe, we are going to do this together. For those at home, Tower just asked us if they should go off screen now, but they're not going to need to do that because Becky is tired of this guy and would like this to be over now. So she is going to bring back her friends. So she takes her book and opens it up, and it does a little flipping pages emote until finally gets to the final page, and then a glow of white surrounds Hollow Point Phoebe as it lifts her back up and just says, "Half hit points restored." Ding!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You learned revive and didn't tell us?
Yes, as I cast Hope, you rekindle the flames of courage and hope within a defeated foe. Choose a character who surrendered but is still present on the scene. They immediately regain conscious and recover an amount of hit points equal to their crisis score. This does not undo the consequences of the surrender.
Mm.
Good. I was gonna say I don't want that to change. I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, that does take 40 MP.
See. Tankleys, you're still guarding Astra, right?
I am still guarding Astra.
That's good.
It is. It really is.
That was
You
the
made a good
plan.
choice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I feel like doing her a solid.
That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
Luckily, you have resistance.
Yeah, I do.
So you only take 15 damage as immediately after throwing Diana across the room, he turns and goes to elbow straight down onto Astra, and you manage to quickly pull her away, but take the hit yourself. Before fading back into the mist and steam.
Getting so tired of this guy. I'm gonna rip a remedy out of hammer space.
Mhm.
Red yellow patch glowing, and it is going to act as both a remedy and a tonic. So that is going to bring me back up to full hit points. And I believe the tonic is going to remove, I'm just checking if it is a single status effect. So my question,
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the fire damage and I have weak. Those are two different, right? So I have to pick one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get rid of the fire damage. I'll put up with the weak. Like the
I will say, so you take the 5 fire damage this turn. Looking at the ticker on the status effect, you have 1 turn left on it. After
on
this
the
one.
fire damage one?
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. I'll just take that and I'll get rid of weak.
Perfect.
Weak is done. Thank you for that. We'll take the fire damage on there.
Our kind GM.
Incredibly kind. I'm very grateful for it. And I'm gonna say, all right, motherfucker, you're gonna go down. Boom! Right in the face again. Just their big, stupid jaw. I'm so tired of seeing his face. And now, a bit stronger, because I got that mic up.
Fortunately,
I can't. I can't because I can't take
using an
the-
inventory item is an action.
Yeah, never mind. I didn't do anything other than talk smack and just like, "Arr." And then
Yep.
that's my
You
turn.
growled and hissed with your big snake mouth.
All 7 of them just hissing right at.
Okay. And then Becky does a 14 hit.
Yes, it does.
He appears once again out of the steam, but instead of going to punch you, you see he just grabs your skull and squeezes, and you feel your vision go blurry as you gain the dazed status effect.
All right. Okay.
As we bump to Phoebe.
I think. What am I going to do? I think she's going to run behind the console and trying to kind of test the waters and see how weak he is at this point. Is going to try to fire at one of his limbs, whichever is easiest to aim at from behind the console, like maybe a leg or an arm, and take a shot off.
All right. You have a -2 to accuracy from the steam.
Understood. -2. That will definitely miss. I think that's a 7.
All right. On a 7, you fire off a shot and miss, and he whips around and is going to counter fire.
Ooh,
He's sharpshooting my sharpshooter.
But only got a 10 to hit.
We're both missing.
Yeah.
Easy, it's not easy.
But whips around, and you hear the bullets whiz by your head. Then he's going to take his turn, and looking at Becky, he's going to attempt once more to bewing you. God.
It was never seen again.
What's up with these dice, y'all?
Just jumping off the table.
They are.
The floor keeps eating your dice.
And he's going to burn an Ultima point to re-roll one of them.
We're winning Ultima points today. I love it.
Which
5
brings
so far.
us to a 14 to hit.
That will do it.
All right. Becky, you sprout the same flaming wings from your back as you take 21 damage.
21 damage. Okay, that puts me in crisis.
Oh boy.
And that is 5 Ultima
5.
points
Yeah.
total. So now you have to make a guess. Do you think this is a minor villain or a major villain?
Yeah.
As we come back to top of the round.
All right.
If you just hand over the spirit, this can all be over peacefully.
Nah. You don't get her.
What do you need her for?
To get away from this land. This wretched world.
Huh. All right. You.
All these bosses are so cryptic.
They only talk in riddles. Hey, buddy, you're not going anywhere. I'm just gonna clock him in the jaw.
Yep.
Let me see. And I got my might up all the way again. That's D12, and that accuracy might be -2, but I have a +3, so I still got a +1 on that business.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. That is a 15 to hit.
that'll
With a
hit.
4. I am so excited right now because that is 28 and poison. So he's poisoned again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was this is very satisfying. Just right across his stupid face.
Stupid bird head.
Yeah, dumb big bird. Go down, bird. Jeez. All right.
All right. He's going to jump back and attempt to fire at both Tankleys and Phoebe.
I'm ready with the crossfire.
And that is a 17 to hit.
I think I'm gonna crossfire that.
All right.
Rips right through him.
You once again crossfire the honestly most devastating attack this boss has
Yeah.
as it comes back to
Sorry,
player
not
turn.
sorry.
So good. Oh.
Who wants it?
I think I might take it.
Take it.
I think Phoebe is going to walk towards the vents, but keeping her eye on Boros. And she's going to say... BC 00235. That's me, right?
Are you asking me or are you asking for us?
I'm asking Boros.
You think I'm some sort of robot? Like I'd know your designation? Don't give a shit who you think you are.
You aren't like Letheon.
No. Nothing like the old geezer. Besides, he
You'll
died
go
with the
down
rest
all
of them, so it doesn't matter. They're all dead. All of the numbers, all the designations, all of you are terrible, miserable mockeries of what could have been.
You're looking pretty similar to Letheon because you're going to go down all the same. And I'm going to aim my gun down and try to shoot down into one of the vents.
All right. This is going to be an objective action. So that is going to be a
Cool.
dexterity check.
Perfect. You would not call this an open check, I presume.
No.
That would be
I'd
an
ask.
18.
An 18.
An
Woo.
8 and a 10.
All right. And 18 is enough to fully destroy the vents as you hear the shots rattle off and ricochet inside of the pipes. The steam falls and dissipates, and you get a good look at Foros. He is painted red with blood. His feathers covered a mixture of that blood red and singed black. As the singed feathers fall, they no longer regenerate. His white wings folded at his back as he looks at Phoebe and might as well all match, as that is a 14 against your magical defense.
That will hit.
All right. With a 14, you take 19 damage as you look down and see that in the dissipating mist, he had hit you with whatever that device is, that as it gets absorbed, just the flaming wings sprout on your back, making the four of you all match.
Yeah, there's like this scent of like plants singeing. As you see, Phoebe is very, very fragile right now.
As we go to, I think that brings us to Becky.
It does. What are our hit points, guys? Putting that in chat.
I'm great. Don't worry about me. I'm all good.
I'm like 7 out of 47, approximately, give or take.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna heal.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say that's perfect, right?
I'm gonna heal Phoebe, which puts me down to 5 MP. So you get back 40, and it's just the standard ding.
Ding.
Get an okay.
Health regenerated.
Health regenerated.
All right. You see, Foros looks at the mirror array that he no longer controls, the console that's been taken over, the wreckage of wings in the corner, the shattered vents below him, the wrecked and destroyed missile wall. And he's going to aim both of his guns and target Phoebe and Astra.
Don't worry, I got MP. I dropped an elixir. I'm ready.
That is a 20 to hit.
Oh boy.
And it's 20 MP not to hit.
Yeah. As you
Come on.
once again divert the shot, he grins and shakes his head.
Seriously, the admiration for Diana's skill as a marksman in this like a sharpshooter in this game through the roof in this fight. Like Eddie could not be more impressed by the consistent crossfire.
Razorbow couldn't even try.
No,
Never.
oh please,
Never.
that kid, absolutely not. No way.
Nope.
Go forward. No.
That gun. It's one of Ace's, isn't it?
I kind of half-heartedly look over it for a name, for a card symbol, maybe.
Red
Would that be?
Rider.
Doesn't matter.
I'm curious.
Just end it already. I've been meant to die for a long time now. As we cut back to the top of the round.
Bex, I think I could finish this guy off, but before I do that, you want to try to get some information here? I'm getting some. It feels like there's a little bit more we might want to like pick up before this opportunity goes away. What do you think?
Agreed. We have him on the ropes. Why not? So I'm going to first. I'm going to do the study action.
Yeah.
On this fellow.
Do it.
Hopefully
What's your
get
problem?
higher than a 13 this time. Higher than a 12, rather. No, fucking 12. Okay. No. You know what?
Fabula point. Hit that 13. Flash ends.
Fabula point.
Yeah.
This motherfucker took out Hollow Point Phoebe, and no matter how much I may mistrust Diana, I do admire her, and so I think I'm going to spend a Fabula point for that bond to add to. Take me down to 3 Fabula points.
Absolutely. So, looking at Boros, you see that there's a patch on his pants that simply reads out a number. Getting a closer look at it, upping your resolution, the number is 00005. You see, this person is built. Whatever they do that's not shooting guns is some sort of physical labor. In terms of like their role or how they spend their time. But you notice their hands have the odd mixtures. You're going back to when he was closer to you. You could see they were like charred and singed and calloused, but the way that he handles the guns is incredibly deft. He's got that mixture of sort of strength and wear, as well as like fine manipulation, dexterity, that you suspect that he was some sort of craftsman. He made things.
All right.
And you get your 2 questions.
Question 1, how did he lose those wings?
Yeah. So you begin to pry into this NPC, shakes his head, and says, I could only save half of them. I was still outside when we entered the atmosphere. My wings, my beautiful wings, you should have seen them. But they were all I had to protect me out there. Suit's not meant for the heat on re-entry. I shouldn't have survived. I should have died that day. But from some hell-bent miracle of this ocean planet, I'm still here.
Whew. Okay. Right. Question 2. How do you know Astra?
She's one who doesn't exist. Someone who has escaped the Soul Network, gained some form of sentience. I'm sure it's great for her. But each one that does that means we lose a little bit of power. We go a little bit that much further off course. A little bit slower. If I had my way, she'd be put back in the network where she belongs.
Finish him off.
Okay. Are we able to take another turn before he does?
Describe to me how you end him. He stopped fighting back.
Okay. I walk right up and I say, "You talk too much," and I snap his neck.
He falls in a slump and bursts into a ball of flame. You hear the engines holding this island aloft begin to sputter and fail.
Uh-oh.
You hear, the three of you, a sudden barrage of ding, 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 ding of private messages as you look up at the door and see Kalis.
A second villain for tonight.
Would you say he appears?
Does he appear?
Sure.
I believe he does.
He does appear.
He's it doesn't feel like he's making himself apparent to us.
He grins and says, "Great job, Phoebe. That's another one down." As the server says, "Ding! 3 out of 5 Hydra heads slain." As he waves and says, "Let's get out of here."
I'm confused. Phoebe, what was he talking about? Diana, what's going on?
Not exactly. What are you talking about?
Eidolon's Ascendant, you took out another one of the heads.
Yeah, I'll meet you back on planet side.
And as you look at this sudden avalanche of private messages all of you are getting, you see that at least 100,000 people must have been watching Kalis's stream. As we end today's game.
Asshole. I can't wait. I can't
That's gonna be great.
to wring Kalis's neck. That is going to be so good.
I've gained Becky's trust back right when it could all be ripped back
And,
Where-
and you know what? Eddie, so impressed with you the whole time. Now his little heart's broken. Like, what's
Yeah.
going
No,
on?
exactly. I love it. It was great. Perfect.
Oh,
All right, that's all we got for today's show, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I had an absolute blast. We're in the latter half, y'all. Just 4 more episodes left. How am I going to wrap this up in 4 more episodes? I don't know. And you're not going to know for at least another week, because that's when I'm going to see you next. All right, so make sure you come back here next week and figure out how I'm going to figure this out with the help of 3 much more smart and handsome and or beautiful people here with me. Get in the Discord if you haven't already. It's in the description below. You can grab that link, pop over, hang out with some of my favorite people in the world. But whether or not you click that, whether or not you like this video or follow us or comment or all the things that really help the YouTube algorithm, I love you either way. And I can't wait to see y'all next episode. Bye-bye.
Bastion's not angry, just disappointed.
She was so bright. Too bright, really. My daughter, that is. Her mother was the one that named her Astra. I thought that I could keep her, save her, but I only managed half.